Have you ever wondered if your cat has a favorite human? Well, spoiler alert, they probably do. And if you're lucky enough to be their chosen one, your cat is doing some pretty special things just for you. Cats are often seen as independent and aloof, but the truth is, when they bond with someone, they show it in ways that are subtle, unique, and deeply meaningful. Today, we're diving into 5 incredible things cats do only for their favorite humans. By the end of this, you'll know if you've earned that coveted spot in your cat's heart. Let's start with something that might seem simple, but is actually one of the most profound signs of feline affection. Meeting. You know, that rhythmic pushing they do with their front paws, almost like they're making dough. It's not just a quirky habit, it's a love language. When a cat needs you, it's their way of saying, "I trust you completely." This behavior goes all the way back to kittenhood. When kittens nurse, they need their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. It's a comforting, nurturing action tied to feelings of safety and warmth. So, when your adult cat needs you, they're essentially treating you like family, like a mother figure even. And here's the kicker. Cats don't need just anyone. This is reserved for the people they feel the safest with. If your cat curls up on you after a long meeting lesson, purring loudly and maybe even drooling a little, congratulations, you're their person. But why do cats need only one special person in a household? It's all about trust and emotional connection. Research shows that cats who need their humans tend to have lower stress levels and stronger bonding behavior. In multi-person households, they often choose one favorite human for these longer, more intense needing sessions. It's like their way of saying, "You're my safe space." And if you've ever noticed your cat's dreamy, half-closed eyes while they need, that's a sign of pure contentment. They're completely relaxed and happy in your presence. It's a moment of vulnerability and that's truly special. Now let's talk about something a little noisier, meowing. Did you know that cats don't meow at other cats? That's right, meowing is a language they've developed just for humans. And if you're their favorite human, your cat has likely created a custom vocal language just for you. Cats are incredibly smart when it comes to communication. They modify the pitch, tone, and duration of their meows based on who they're talking to. Over time, they develop unique conversation patterns with their chosen person. For example, your cat might have a specific greeting meow they use only when you come home. Or they might engage in back-and-forth conversations, waiting for you to respond before continuing. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I'm talking to you, don't ignore me." But it doesn't stop there. Cats are also incredibly in tune with your emotions, and their meows reflect that. If you're feeling down, your cat might use softer, more comforting sounds. If you're excited, they might respond with more energetic, playful meows. This emotional responsiveness is a sign of a deep bond. Studies have shown that cats with strong emotional attachments to their humans tend to have more varied and complex vocalization. They've learned what works to get your attention and have fine-tuned their language to communicate with you effectively. And here's the most heartwarming part. The most complex and expressive sounds are reserved for their favorite human. Over time, this shared language becomes more sophisticated, almost like a secret code between you and your cat. Speaking of secret codes, let's move on to body language specifically, the ultimate sign of trust, belly exposure. If your cat rolls over and shows you their belly, it's not just because they're feeling lazy or playful. This is a deeply intimate gesture that says, "I trust you with my life." Think about it. A cat's belly is where all their vital organs are located. In the wild, exposing their belly would make them incredibly vulnerable to predators. So when your cat shows you their belly, they're signaling absolute emotional security. They feel so safe around you that they're willing to let their guard down completely. But here's an important note. A belly display doesn't always mean your cat wants you to pet them. Sometimes it's simply a sign that they feel comfortable lying vulnerably in your presence. It's their way of saying, "I trust you enough to relax completely." And if you're ever unsure, pay attention to their other cues. Are they purring? Do they have that dreamy, content look in their eyes? These are signs that your cat is feeling happy and secure. Another fascinating behavior tied to trust is shadowing. When your cat follows you from room to room, even to the bathroom. Cats are naturally independent creatures, so this behavior is a big deal. It shows that they've formed a secure attachment to you. They want to be near you, to keep you in their line of sight. Research has found that this shadowing behavior is similar to the way human children form secure attachments to their caregivers. It's a sign of a strong bond that grows deeper over time. If your cat waits outside doors for you, anticipates your movements, or positions themselves so they can always see you, you've definitely earned their trust and affection. And then there's the ultimate sign of feline love: gift giving. If your cat has ever brought you a toy, a sock, or even a leaf, you've experienced one of the purest expressions of their affection. Gift giving is rooted in a natural instinct called provisioning. In the wild, mother cats bring prey to their kittens as a way of providing for them. When your cat brings you a gift, they're treating you like family. They're saying, "You're part of my clan, and I want to take care of you." Indoor cats might bring you toys or household objects, while outdoor cats might bring prey or other items they've found. Either way, it's a deeply meaningful gesture. What's even more fascinating is the thoughtfulness behind these gifts. Cats don't just drop them anywhere. They place them in specific spots, like on your pillow, beside your coffee cup, or at your feet. These are places where they know you'll notice the gift. And the timing is often significant too. Many cats bring gifts first thing in the morning, during quiet bonding moments, or when they sense you're feeling down. It's their way of showing they care and want to make you happy. Now, when your cat brings you a gift, how you respond is crucial. Always acknowledge it, even if the gift is something you'd rather not receive, like a sock you just put away, or in the case of outdoor cats, something a little more wild. Never scold or punish your cat for this behavior. Doing so can break their trust and make them hesitant to express their affection in the future. Instead, show appreciation. A simple thank you in a warm tone or a gentle pet can go a long way. Remember, this is one of the purest signs of love in the animal world. Your cat is saying, "I care about you, and I want to make sure you're taken care of." It's a beautiful gesture, even if it sometimes comes in the form of a slightly chewed up hair tie. Now let's circle back to the idea of exclusivity. One of the most fascinating things about cats is how selective they are with their affection. Unlike dogs, who often spread their love across the whole family, cats tend to choose one special person to bond with on a deeper level. This favoritism shows up in all the behaviors we've talked about so far: kneading, meowing, belly exposure, shadowing, and gift giving. But what makes a cat choose one person over another? It's not always about who feeds them or cleans their litter box, though those things certainly help. It's more about the emotional connection. Cats are incredibly intuitive creatures. They pick up on your energy, your tone of voice, and even your body language. If you're calm, patient, and consistent in your interactions with them, they're more likely to see you as a safe and trustworthy companion. For example, if you're the kind of person who takes the time to sit quietly with your cat, letting them come to you on their terms, you're building a foundation of trust. Cats appreciate people who respect their boundaries and understand their unique personalities. Over time, this mutual respect can grow into a deep bond. And once you've earned a cat's trust, they'll show their affection in ways that are subtle but incredibly meaningful. Take kneading, for instance. We talked earlier about how this behavior is rooted in kittenhood and represents feelings of comfort and safety. But did you know that the intensity of a cat's kneading can vary depending on their mood and their bond with you? Longer, more rhythmic kneading sessions are a sign of deep trust. And if your cat combines kneading with loud purring, drooling, or curling up on you afterward, you've hit the jackpot. These are all signs that your cat feels completely at ease with you. It's their way of saying, "You're my person, and I feel safe with you." The same goes for their vocalizations. Cats are masters of communication, and they use their meows, trills, and chirps to express a wide range of emotions. If your cat has developed a unique language just for you, it's a sign that they see you as someone special. They're not just meowing for food or attention, they're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. And over time, this shared language becomes more sophisticated. You might notice that your cat's meows change depending on the situation. For example, they might use a soft, comforting meow when you're feeling sad, or an excited trill when you're happy. These subtle changes in tone and pitch are a reflection of your bond. Your cat is paying attention to your emotions and responding in a way that feels personal and meaningful. And let's not forget about body language. A cat's body language can tell you a lot about how they're feeling and how much they trust you. Belly exposure, for example, is one of the most intimate gestures a cat can make. When your cat rolls over and shows you their belly, they're putting themselves in a vulnerable position. This is not something they do lightly. In the wild, a cat's belly is their most vulnerable area, housing all their vital organs. Exposing it is a huge sign of trust. But it's important to remember that a belly display doesn't always mean your cat wants to be petted. Sometimes it's simply a sign that they feel safe lying vulnerably around you. If you're ever unsure, pay attention to their other cues. Are they purring? Do they have that relaxed, dreamy look in their eyes? These are signs that your cat is feeling happy and secure. Shadowing is another behavior that speaks volumes about your cat's affection for you. If your cat follows you from room to room, even to the bathroom, it's a sign that they've formed a secure attachment to you. This behavior is especially significant because cats are naturally independent creatures. They don't follow just anyone. When your cat shadows you, they're saying, "I want to be near you. You make me feel safe." And the more they trust you, the more this behavior will increase over time. You might notice that your cat waits outside doors for you, anticipates your movements, or positions themselves so they can always see you. These are all signs that you're their chosen human. And then there's gift giving, the ultimate expression of feline love. When your cat brings you a gift, they're not just being playful or mischievous. They're showing you that they care. This behavior is rooted in a natural instinct called provisioning, where mother cats bring prey to their kittens as a way of providing for them. When your cat brings you a toy, a sock, or even a leaf, they're treating you like family. They're saying, "You're part of my clan, and I want to take care of you." And the thoughtfulness behind these gifts is truly remarkable. Cats don't just drop them anywhere. They place them in specific spots where they know you'll notice, like on your pillow or beside your coffee cup. And the timing is often significant too. Many cats bring gifts during quiet bonding moments or when they sense you're feeling down. It's their way of showing they care and want to make you happy. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate just how thoughtful cats can be when it comes to their gift giving. It's not just about the act of bringing you something. It's about the intention behind it. Cats are incredibly observant, and they often choose gifts that they think will resonate with you. For example, an indoor cat might bring you their favorite toy, something they've spent hours playing with. To them, this is a prized possession, and by giving it to you, they're sharing something that brings them joy. It's their way of saying, "I want you to have this because it's special to me." Outdoor cats, on the other hand, might bring you something they've hunted, like a bird or a mouse. While this might not be the kind of gift you were hoping for, it's important to understand the sentiment behind it. In the wild, cats share their prey with their family as a way of providing for them. When your cat brings you a fresh catch, they're treating you like a member of their family. They're saying, "I want to take care of you, just like I would take care of my kittens." It's a deeply instinctual behavior that speaks to the strength of your bond. And here's something even more fascinating. The timing of these gifts is often deliberate. Many cats bring gifts first thing in the morning, almost like they're saying, "Good morning, I thought you might like this to start your day." Others might bring gifts during quiet moments, like when you're relaxing on the couch or reading a book. And if your cat senses that you're feeling sad or stressed, they might bring you a gift as a way of cheering you up. It's their way of saying, "I see that you're not feeling your best, and I want to make you happy." This level of emotional intelligence is one of the many reasons why cats are such incredible companions. Now, let's talk about how you should respond to these gifts. As we mentioned earlier, it's important to always acknowledge the gesture, even if the gift itself isn't exactly what you want. Your cat doesn't understand the difference between a shiny new toy and a slightly mangled sock. They just know that they're giving you something that's meaningful to them. So, when your cat brings you a gift, take a moment to thank them. Use a warm, gentle tone to let them know you appreciate their thoughtfulness. You might even want to give them a little pet or scratch behind the ears as a way of reinforcing the positive behavior. This will strengthen your bond and encourage your cat to continue expressing their affection in this unique way. Of course, not all cats are gift givers, and that's okay. Every cat has their own personality and way of showing love. Some cats might prefer to express their affection through kneading, vocalizations, or shadowing. The key is to pay attention to your cat's individual behaviors and recognize the ways they're trying to connect with you. Whether it's a soft meow, a gentle knead, or a quiet moment of shadowing, these are all signs that your cat values your relationship and sees you as someone special. Speaking of special relationships, let's dive a little deeper into the concept of being your cat's chosen human. As we've discussed, Cats are incredibly selective when it comes to forming bonds. They don't just choose anyone. They choose the person who makes them feel the safest and most loved. And once they've chosen you, they'll go out of their way to show it. This might mean following you around the house, curling up on your lap, or even just sitting quietly beside you while you work. These small, everyday moments are a testament to the strength of your bond. One of the most heartwarming aspects of being a cat's chosen human is the way they adapt their behavior to suit your needs. For example, if you're having a bad day, your cat might stay close to you, offering silent companionship. They might purr softly or nuzzle against you, as if to say, "I'm here for you." And if you're feeling happy and energetic, your cat might respond with playful behavior, like chasing a toy or engaging in a game of hide and seek. This ability to read and respond to your emotions is a sign of a deep emotional connection. Your cat isn't just coexisting with you. They're actively participating in your life and trying to make it better. And let's not forget about the little quirks that make your relationship with your cat so unique. Maybe your cat has a special way of greeting you when you come home, like a specific meow or a little head bump. Or maybe they have a favorite spot where they like to sit with you, like the armrest of your chair or the foot of your bed. These small personal rituals are a reflection of the bond you've built together. They're a reminder that your cat sees you as more than just a source of food and shelter. They see you as a friend, a companion, and a member of their family. Now, as we wrap up this section, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered so far. From kneading and meowing to belly exposure, shadowing and gift giving. These are all behaviors that cats reserve for their favorite humans. They're not just random actions. They're deliberate, meaningful gestures that speak to the depth of your bond. And while each cat is different, the common thread is love. Whether it's a soft purr, a playful meow, or a thoughtful gift, your cat is constantly finding ways to show you how much you mean to them. Now, let's dive even deeper into the emotional world of cats and explore how these behaviors evolve over time. One of the most fascinating things about being a cat's chosen human is how their trust and affection grows stronger the longer you're together. Cats are creatures of habit, and they thrive on consistency. The more you show them love, patience, and understanding, the more they'll open up to you. And as your bond deepens, you might notice that their behaviors become even more pronounced. Take kneading, for example. When you first bring a cat into your home, they might be hesitant to knead on you right away. After all, kneading is an incredibly vulnerable act. It's something they only do when they feel completely safe. But as they get to know you and start to trust you, you might notice them kneading more often and for longer periods of time. It's almost like they're saying, "I've decided you're my person, and I feel safe enough to show you this side of me." And if your cat starts kneading on you while purring loudly and drooling a little, that's a sure sign that they're head over heels for you. The same goes for their vocalizations. When you first adopt a cat, their meows might be more generic, short, simple sounds meant to get your attention. But over time, as they learn more about you and your communication style, their meows will become more personalized. They'll start to develop a unique language just for you, filled with different tones, pitches, and patterns. For example, they might use a specific meow to greet you when you come home, a different one to ask for food, and yet another to invite you to play. And if you take the time to respond to their meows, you'll notice that they'll start to engage in full-blown conversations with you. It's a beautiful back-and-forth exchange that strengthens your bond and makes your relationship feel even more special. And let's not forget about belly exposure. This is one of the most intimate gestures a cat can make, and it's not something they do lightly. When your cat rolls over and shows you their belly, they're putting themselves in an incredibly vulnerable position. It's their way of saying, "I trust you completely." But here's the thing. Not all belly displays are the same. Sometimes your cat might show you their belly as an invitation to play, while other times it's simply a sign that they feel safe lying vulnerably around you. The key is to pay attention to their body language and other cues. If they're purring, kneading the air, or looking at you with half-closed eyes, they're probably feeling relaxed and content. But if their tail is twitching or their ears are flattened, they might be feeling playful or even a little defensive. Understanding these subtle differences is an important part of building a strong, trusting relationship with your cat. Shadowing is another behavior that tends to evolve over time. When you first bring a cat into your home, they might be a little standoffish, preferring to observe you from a distance. But as they start to feel more comfortable, you might notice them following you from room to room, almost like a little shadow. This behavior is a sign of secure attachment. It means your cat feels safe and connected to you. And the more they trust you, the more they'll want to be near you. You might find them waiting outside doors for you, curling up beside you while you work, or even following you into the bathroom. It's their way of saying, I want to be where you are because you make me feel safe. And then there's gift giving, which is perhaps the most thoughtful and deliberate of all feline behaviors. As we've discussed, cats bring gifts as a way of showing love and care. But what's truly remarkable is how this behavior can change and adapt over time. For example, an outdoor cat might start by bringing you small prey, like mice or birds. But as they get to know you and your preferences, they might switch to less intense gifts, like leaves, sticks, or even flowers. Similarly, an indoor cat might start by bringing you random household objects, like socks or hair ties. But over time, they might begin to focus on items they know you'll appreciate, like their favorite toy, or a piece of string they've been playing with. This level of thoughtfulness is a testament to the strength of your bond. Your cat isn't just bringing you random items, they're choosing gifts that they think will make you happy. And let's talk about the emotional intelligence behind these behaviors. Cats are incredibly perceptive creatures, and they're always paying attention to your mood and energy. If you're feeling happy and relaxed, your cat might respond with playful behavior, like chasing a toy or engaging in a game of hide and seek. But if you're feeling sad or stressed, they might offer quiet companionship, sitting beside you, or curling up on your lap. This ability to read and respond to your emotions is one of the many reasons why cats make such wonderful companions. They're not just pets, they're emotional support systems, always there to offer comfort and love when you need it most. Now, as we near the end of this journey through the world of feline affection, let's take a moment to reflect on what it means to be a cat's chosen human. It's a privilege, a responsibility, and a deeply rewarding experience. When a cat chooses you, they're not just saying, I like you. They're saying, I trust you. I feel safe with you. You're my family. And that's a bond that's truly special.